They'll run this one off right tackle. Turning it on. Quick step and go. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, South Florida.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Gets it past the marker. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Creates a little room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Grabbed behind the line. It's Clayton. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. In this defense, its head is spinning. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. He wants to change this route. Sends it back in motion. Toss to the outside. Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Porter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
And now you just completely flipped how I play defense. I'm not really worried about the quarterback running the football. I'm like, okay, he's number 3 or 4 on my list of who I think can beat me. But now he does that. Now it puts it in the back of my mind. I got to think about it. I got to stay home. I got to stay disciplined. That's a curveball by the offense.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
The Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Caught near the sticks. It's Porter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Bulls. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. snap. It's Washington. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, midshipman. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ready to send the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Porter. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up in a position to score some points.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for... Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Porter.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Skips away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you get more and more hits in the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, I understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. on the attack. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Bradley. Got room at the 35. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, that's just under defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down.
Football 7. Football 7. Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Air Force just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in Colorado Springs. They'll enjoy this one all week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wants to throw on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On target over the middle. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he's set up his offense down in the red zone.
Quarterback keeper. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Navy.
And the Bulls have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's now 2nd and goal.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
South Florida.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Gets them back moving. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended.
Turning it on! Running through contact. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
24, South Florida, 21.
The Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Back has it. He breaks a tackle. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Navy now facing third and short. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Navy.
The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Washington. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
On the direct snap, it's Washington. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here for the offense. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Motion from the back. Hand off to the fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Navy now facing third and short. They'll send the back in motion. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Still running at the 40. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
On the option. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Give to the fullback. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Wants to adjust the pattern. Snap to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
They'll try to convert from the wildcat. Firing to the right, complete. He was angling for that pylon, and the defense stopped him short on 4th and goal.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. He's got him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football.
Time to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, edge corner. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Bulls. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by a field goal over Charlotte. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Find some fresh air. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
2 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for it.
Takes the handoff. It's Washington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Got a man. It's Shaw. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Clayton. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Washington. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
More base paint. Here we go. Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. He might want another play. On the snap, it's Washington. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sends it back in motion. They try to get it outside on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Touchdown, midshipmen! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Catch in the middle, it's Porter.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Given up for 1st down.
And the Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that is a play you got to make as the defender. You got the lead here late in the game. You got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away and complete.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Porter. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top. Maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down. And man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.